Every scroll, like, and comment on social media leaves a digital trace. Each interaction, no matter how small, is recorded and stored, building a detailed profile of our habits, preferences, and even our moods. We share moments of our lives, photos, thoughts, locations, often unaware of the risks that come with this constant sharing. What feels like a harmless post can reveal more than we intend, sometimes to people we never expected. Our personal information, photos, locations, contacts, and even our browsing history has become a valuable commodity in the digital marketplace. Companies and advertisers are eager to collect and analyze this data to better target us. It's bought, sold, and sometimes stolen. Data brokers trade our details, while cybercriminals look for ways to exploit them for profit. The platforms we trust with our memories and conversations can also be our greatest vulnerabilities. Even the most popular apps are not immune to breaches. Modern apps thrive on data exchange, storing everything from your email to your location, your contacts, and even your daily routines. This data is often shared across multiple services, increasing the risk of exposure. We accept terms and conditions without reading, trusting companies to protect us. In our rush to use new features, we rarely stop to consider what we're giving away. But that trust is often misplaced. Security promises can be broken, and privacy policies can change without warning. Attackers look for cracks in the system, and a single flaw can expose millions. One overlooked vulnerability can have global consequences. One such flaw was discovered deep within Instagram's architecture, hidden from users but open to exploitation. This wasn't about weak passwords or careless users. It was a systemic vulnerability embedded in the very code that powers the platform. Malicious actors exploited it to harvest personal data at scale, collecting information from countless unsuspecting users in a matter of hours. Our privacy depends on the security measures of tech giants, not just our own actions. No matter how careful we are, we rely on these companies to keep our data safe. When those measures fail, the consequences are severe for everyone. Personal details can be leaked, identities stolen, and trust shattered. Understanding these risks is the first step to protecting yourself. Learning about privacy settings, data sharing, and security best practices empowers us to make safer choices. It's not about quitting social media, but about being a smarter digital citizen, one who thinks before posting and takes steps to safeguard personal information. The Instagram API flaw is a cautionary tale for our connected age, reminding us that even the biggest platforms can have hidden dangers. It highlights the ongoing struggle between convenience and security. The easier it is to connect, the more we must consider what we're risking. We must ask ourselves, how much are we willing to risk for the sake of connection? Is instant sharing worth the potential cost to our privacy? The answers to these questions will shape our digital future, influencing how we interact, share, and protect ourselves in an ever-evolving online world. Before we go any further, it's important to make something clear, a quick disclaimer. This video is created solely for educational purposes and to raise awareness about digital safety. It is not intended to encourage or enable any form of exploitation or illegal activity. Throughout this video, we'll be discussing common vulnerabilities, how attackers operate, and the methods they use. The goal is to empower you with the knowledge you need to protect yourself and your loved ones online, not to give you tools for wrongdoing. Remember, knowledge is a powerful tool for defense. It should be used to build stronger security, not as a blueprint for committing cybercrimes or unethical acts. Attempting to exploit these flaws or use this information for malicious purposes is both illegal and unethical. Laws exist to protect everyone's privacy and safety. Security researchers and IT professionals dedicate their efforts to finding and fixing vulnerabilities, working hard to keep systems safe. Their mission is to protect, not to abuse or take advantage of weaknesses. Our aim is to help you become a more informed and cautious user of technology. We want you to understand the risks, not to become a hacker or cybercriminal. Think of it like learning how burglars might break into a house. Not so you can do it yourself, but so you know how to lock your doors and keep your home safe. Understanding the nature of digital threats is absolutely key to building a strong defense, both online and offline. The more you know, the better you can protect yourself. Use this knowledge wisely and responsibly. Share what you learn with friends and family. Advocate for better security practices, and always strive to make safer choices in your digital life. A well-informed and vigilant public is truly our best defense against the growing threat of cybercrime. Together, we can create a safer digital world. If you find this content helpful or valuable, don't forget to subscribe for more digital safety tips and updates. Stay connected and stay protected. Your awareness and vigilance are your first and most important lines of defense. Now, let's dive in and learn how to stay safe in the digital world. Before we dive into the Instagram flaw, let's first break down what APIs are and why they matter so much in our digital lives. An API, short for Application Programming Interface, is like a digital waiter in a busy restaurant, quietly working behind the scenes to make sure everything runs smoothly. Imagine you're at a restaurant. You place your order with the waiter. That's your request. The waiter takes it to the kitchen, the server, and then brings your meal back to your table, the data you asked for. APIs do the same thing for apps and websites. APIs let different apps and services talk to each other seamlessly. For example, when you log into a new app using your Facebook account or check the weather on your phone, APIs are working in the background to fetch and deliver that information. In many ways, APIs are the invisible glue holding the digital world together, connecting millions of devices and services. But with great power comes great responsibility. They must be tightly controlled to keep everything secure. Just like a good waiter only brings you what you ordered, an API should only deliver the data you're authorized to access, never the secret recipes or sensitive information hidden in the kitchen. But if the rules aren't strict enough, attackers can trick the API into revealing private information, much like a clever customer sneaking a peek at the chef's secret notes. That's exactly what happened with Instagram. A back-end API designed for limited and secure access was exploited by attackers who found a way in. The real flaw wasn't in the main Instagram app you use every day, but in the system that quietly connects apps and data behind the scenes. APIs are absolutely essential for modern technology, but their security is just as critical as their functionality. When APIs fail or are left unprotected, user privacy and trust can be shattered in an instant, exposing sensitive data to the world. This is where Instagram's trouble began. A small flaw in an API led to a massive privacy breach and global headlines. So, how was this flaw uncovered, and what can we learn from it? Let's take a closer look at the investigation that brought it to light. The vulnerability lurked in an old Instagram API tied to syncing phone contacts. This feature matched your address book to Instagram's user database. The API was supposed to limit requests, called rate limiting, to prevent abuse, but the limits were weak. Attackers used many IP addresses to bypass them. By submitting massive lists of phone numbers, they could see which numbers matched Instagram accounts. The API returned user IDs, profile names, and full names for each match. This brute force attack turned anonymous phone numbers into identified profiles. Millions of numbers could be checked quickly, creating a goldmine for scammers. The flaw made it easy to build a searchable database linking phone numbers to real people. The exposed data wasn't passwords, but it was still highly sensitive. Phone numbers, user IDs, and profile details were leaked, enough to put anyone at risk. Millions of accounts were affected, including celebrities and influencers. For regular users, this meant more spam, phishing, and targeted scams. For high-profile users, it opened the door to harassment and SIM swapping attacks. The stolen data was sold on the dark web, making the risk real and ongoing. This wasn't just a technical glitch, it became a criminal commodity. The impact extended far beyond the initial breach. Privacy for millions was compromised in a matter of days. After the flaw was reported, Instagram patched the vulnerable API and tightened rate limits. But the stolen data was already out there. Instagram downplayed the breach, emphasizing that passwords weren't leaked. Security experts disagreed. Linking phone numbers to identities is a serious risk. The incident exposed a basic failure, not enforcing simple security controls. It sparked industry-wide reviews of API security. Users realized that even strong passwords can't protect against platform mistakes. The breach became a case study in digital trust and corporate responsibility. It's a reminder, our data is only as safe as the weakest link in the system. The lesson: security must be built in from the start. You can't fix Instagram's code, but you can protect yourself. Enable two-factor authentication, preferably with an authenticator app, not SMS. Review what info you share. Is your phone number necessary? Limit what's public on your profile. Avoid sharing sensitive details. Watch for phishing attempts, especially after breaches. Don't click suspicious links or download unknown attachments. Always access Instagram directly, not through links in messages. Regularly review and remove third-party apps you no longer use. Each connection is a potential risk. Limit them. These simple steps greatly improve your digital security. Stay vigilant and proactive. Your privacy is worth the effort. Instagram's failure was serious, but it's not unique. Every digital platform is a potential target. No system is perfectly secure. Companies must build secure products and respond quickly to flaws. Security researchers play a key role in finding and reporting vulnerabilities. Governments set standards and enforce accountability. Users must take charge of their own security, using strong passwords, two-factor authentication, and skepticism. Data protection is a shared responsibility. Demand better security and transparency from the services you use. Stay informed and cautious about what you share. When everyone does their part, the digital ecosystem is stronger. Security is a team effort. Together, we can make the internet safer. The Instagram API flaw showed how easily our data can be exposed. Even small bugs can have massive consequences. Criminals see our information as valuable currency. Staying secure is an ongoing process. Keep learning and adapting. Independent security journalism helps bridge the gap between tech and users. By understanding these incidents, we hold companies accountable and protect ourselves. Knowledge is your best defense. Subscribe for more updates and practical tips. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and help build a safer digital world. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Cyber defense.